One of the biggest concerns after you learn what you need to do for your healing and what should help you is, what do I eat? What do I eat now? How do I make a meal? I need recipes. First thing in the morning, I did 32 ounces of lemon water, and then I took my B12, and then my liposomal C, and finally drank my 32 ounces of celery juice. Today's breakfast is super simple and easy to make. It's just a couple of apples sliced up. So for lunch, I am having a smoothie that I made of banana, wild blueberries, raspberry, some raw honey, and I put in some barley grass juice powder as well as some dulse flakes, then a squeeze of lime juice. This has been my go-to smoothie. It helps me to get most of my heavy metal detox foods in here, and it's an easy recipe for lunch. I mean, literally you just blend a bunch of fruits, pour it in a glass, add your straw, and you're done. Hi guys, and welcome back to another vlog of my medical medium lifestyle. Everyone starts their journey and learns about what the root cause of their issues are, and then they're faced with the question, okay, it just talked about everything I shouldn't do. Now what do I eat? What do I make? I need new recipes. I can't eat this, I can't eat that. And there's just this plethora of thoughts of restrictions and meal changes that need to happen, and there's this sense of stress that happens. I know because I've gone through it myself. I've experienced it, and that's for me was one of the biggest parts, was not knowing what to eat. Everything I learned how to cook prior to, or all my meals, were part of the what not to eat foods that were gonna fuel my virus or slow down my healing process or add to it, or so many reasons not to have those foods. But I didn't know where to go. And in the beginning part, I tried so many recipes, and I've learned that I don't like the flavor of most of them. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it tasted. I didn't like that it was so, how can I say? I'm one with a flavor palette that has a lot of dimension, and a lot of the healthy recipes that were out there were one-dimensional. I don't eat like that. That's just not me. So I was like, oh my goodness, I don't like anything. How am I supposed to eat? I was not excited about my food. And then it progressed into the next phase of, okay, since I don't like these recipes and I don't like these tastes of food, let me just find recipes that I liked, and let me try to substitute the different things for replacing meat or dairy. Guys, trying to replace meat was a big no for me. I did not like that at all. I didn't like the whole let's replace meat with this, because you expect that meat is supposed to taste a certain way, and it's supposed to have this certain feeling, and it's supposed to have this certain texture, and it didn't translate for me. Not in that beginning part, and I was frustrated. So then I said, you know what? I don't know what to eat, so I'm not going to make a recipe. I'm going to stop. I'm just going to take a couple of vegetables. Don't try to make all these fancy things with numerous vegetables and numerous ingredients. And I'm just going to keep it simple. And that, you guys, was the best thing that I did when I was transitioning. I was like, why am I trying to make it so difficult on myself? Keep it very simple. keep it simple in the beginning part. You have tons of time later on to go and experiment with, more difficult recipes, ones that will, wow your palate and change all of it later. But in the beginning part, when you are healing, stick to a couple of ingredients. You don't need a recipe. And that's why I created this channel as well, was to show you that eating on the medical medium lifestyle is not, you don't have to be difficult. It can be as simple as cutting open a fruit, slicing up some apples, peeling a banana, throwing a couple of fruits in a smoothie with some water. As you've seen on my past videos, my deconstructed salads, not a salad at all. Just sliced up cucumbers with some grape tomatoes, and then I got chopped up some cauliflower with a side of dressing. Like, that's my meals. They don't need to always be so complex in order to be a meal. And that was the beauty, that it took me a while to get there. But once I got there, I really appreciated the simplicity. I was trying to make it so difficult for myself. I wanted it to be complex. Like, I felt if it wasn't complex, it wasn't healing, or it wasn't a meal. That's so wrong. So wrong. It just really is. So I hope that, by watching these YouTube videos that I've been making on my fat-free journey and this medical medium lifestyle, you can see that there's really nothing much to making a meal. And if you only eat a couple of fruits for the week, like one variety, so be it. That's okay. If you eat just one, there's even people who do mono meals and it's just like one fruit. Like, I've had a ton of those. You've seen me eat just half of a watermelon, and that was my meal. Am I full? Absolutely. Was it satisfying? The most delicious. So I hope you're watching this and that you can see that meals really can be simple, but super nutritious and powerful towards our healing. And I just want you to know that if I can do it, so can you. For dinner, I just had my chopped salad, which was made of cucumbers, cauliflower, raw onions, some tomatoes, mixed all together with some coconut aminos. And after dinner, I just sliced up some apples and had that for dessert. Well, that's it for today, you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.